Hello, and welcome to round 85 of the Flocking Geese's Mighty Career Mode. And with the Flocking Geese, it is time to do our final race around Suzuka in Japan. Now, qualifying was a bit interesting. Well, not for us. The Goose qualified P1 again, but Liam Lawson, position 3, ladies and gentlemen. Third place for Liam Lawson, with George Russell being in second place, as he's still not, he hasn't got over season 3. What was I going to show you? Yes, that's right. So, car-wise, Ferrari have managed to outdo us again, but as I've said, it's about the driver really, not the actual how good the car is. Yeah, but no, Aston Martin are still the most dominant car on the grid, which means oh dear. But anyway, 27 laps in the 50% session, so let's get in there.
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Issei Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today in the Japanese Grand Prix? It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Goose lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Liam Lawson, Sainz, Norris, Verstappen, Williams, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Gasly, Leclerc, Stroll, Albon, Sargent, Hauger, Bottas, Teo Porcher, Tsunoda, Magnussen, De Vries, and Zhou Guanyu. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Goose. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
Okay, this is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix, which means there's a lot of very important people here behind the scenes. I'd love to give them a strong result to watch today, plus a good result might make my post-race meetings a little bit easier.
Don't you worry, Mark. Don't your little head worry about the Honda team that supplies our engines. Handle it off, as the Goose are going to put it to good work here, and so is Liam Lawson. Although he's not had a good start off the line, but the Goose has, and the Ferrari's overtaken Liam Lawson. It's Goose. Oh, he nearly lost it there to the second turn. It's the Goose with Mercedes, Ferrari, and Lawson at P4 with Piastri behind him. It's a good start there from the Flocking Geese and the Mercedes into the tricky S-turns. Sector 1 has always been difficult for us, the Flocking Geese. So it's the Goose, followed by Russell, Sainz, Lawson, Norris, sorry, not Piastri, I do apologise there. Sorry, I've just had my food and Guinness. So from Norris, it's Williams, Verstappen, Piastri, Perez, Ocon. Then Gasly, Leclerc, Stroll, Sargent, Bottas, Hauger, Albon, Tsunoda at his home Grand Prix as well, so he's not doing very well. Magnussen, De Vries, Porcher, and Zhou Guanyu is in last place. Yeah, bit of a difficult track Suzuka is, but at the moment we're doing this is our best position in Suzuka so far. Hopefully we can keep it in the long term. We've never actually won at Suzuka. Never. But Carlos Sainz won the race last season. I think it was. Or it could have been season 2. I get them mixed up. No, season 2. Here comes Russell. He thought about it then through turn 1, but the Goose... he had to back out of that one because that would have been much more dangerous. Also, the fact that he's facing the Goose is not exactly a good thing either. Oh, he's off. The Goose has got off. Oh, that's going to invite Russell to go around and take the lead from the Goose. And I told you we do struggle in Sector 1, but the Goose is onto Russell using the slipstream to keep up with George Russell through the hair, coming up to the hairpin now, and he's overtaken Russell through the hairpin. Well done, Goose. Lawson's still P4, and coming up to this is the fast open straight here to the tricky fast corner. The Goose goes off the track slightly to defend from George Russell. And there's no Ayrton Senna Alan Prost moment through the chicane. And the Goose now going through the chicane before going into the pit lane. This is now time to get the mediums on. Yes, mediums. You heard me. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. Into the pit lane now. So far, we're doing alright. Our best result at Japan was 3rd place, which we got in Season 3. And in our first season with F123. A game that I do not want to remember because that game was utterly absolute garbage. There, I said it. So we're lap 11 and we're back where we are 14th. As we are starting to see people go into the pit lane now. So we move up to P11. Overtaking Gasly, Leclerc and Piastri. Good so far. Callum Williams is in the lead. Oh, he's going to do what he did. Holy Jesus, we've just jumped the entire grid. We've gone from P11 to P4. A lot of people have pitted, including our teammate and George Russell, more importantly. And lap 14 now, Perez and Ocon have gone into the pits. It's just Callum Williams staying out. I would imagine he's pitted by now. He's got to pit at some point. Yeah, he's pitted now, lap 15. And that is Callum Williams surrendering first place to the Goose. Lap 18. And George Russell has caught up with us. And he's thinking about doing around the... He thought about it then again, like in lap 4. He thought about it, going down the inside of turn 1 and 2, but no, he hasn't. Oh, there's contact between the two drivers! It's into the chicane! More contact! But the Goose gets ahead. That could have been a Senna and Prost moment there, but luckily it's not ended up like that. And lap 19, and Russell is dropping. Does he have damage to the wing? We're 3.8 seconds behind us now, 4 seconds if he's not careful. And we have a DNF. It's Carlos Sainz, who won the Season 2 Grand Prix here in Japan, but this time round he is out. Something that Ferrari want to put back into the memory, well, put out of their heads quickly as possible. There's the yellow flag. That's strange. Jesus, Liam nearly ran into him. So he then took the inside line, then went back onto the racing line just to retire at the straight. Come on, man. You nearly ran a teammate off the road then. Lap 25, and we have a second retirement, and Russell has dropped to P6. Lawson's in P3 with Norris in 2nd place. This is going well for the Flocking Geese here. We might see another podium 1-3 here, which is going to be good. But what's not good is the Haas driver, Teo Porcher, your Formula 2 champion of Formula 2, sorry, of 2023. And we're now coming up to the back of, we just blue flagged one of the Alpha Towers. I think it's Yuki Tsunoda, and it's home Grand Prix. That's not very good, is it? But what is good is that the Goose, finishes Yuki Tsunoda's race early for him to save him more misery, and wins for his first time in Japan. That's the Goose's first win in Japan for the Suzuka Grand Prix, and coming in third place is our teammate, Liam Lawson. Nice one, Liam.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Goose increases their championship lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Goose.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The owner-drivers team moved to the top of the table. There is also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. Been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, that's a first, isn't it? Our first victory in Japan, with the fastest lap as well. Nothing's going to stop the Goose at this point. I mean, we've got the Drivers' Champion in Monza, but it's just the Constructors now we need. And this is a side we have not seen since the Spanish Grand Prix, with both flocking geese on the podium. How lovely! How lovely is that, ladies and gentlemen? Oh dear. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channel, Tico Sprinter. And we will see you in round 86, which is back in the Middle East at the Losail International Circuit in Qatar, for both the sprint race and the Grand Prix itself. Until then,